Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a short series on 5 things that people often struggle with when it comes to manifesting. In this second video in this little short 5-video series, I'm going to be talking about letting go of the manifestation versus obsessing over it. So a lot of you might be asking yourself, what is taking my manifestation so long? I'm clear about what I've manifested. I'm clear about what I'm wanting, what my desire is. Why is it taking so long? How long is it going to take to get my desired manifestation, reality, thing, whatever? So a lot of people get stuck feeling desperate. They feel desperate for their manifestation. Let's say it's a specific person. That's a big one that a lot of people get stuck on, because maybe they see their specific person is dating someone else, is with someone else, and it just drives them mad because they're thinking, how am I possibly going to get this person back if they're too busy in a relationship with someone else? How is that going to happen? And a lot of the times before we get our manifestation, sometimes right before we get our manifestation, we get a scene, or not just really a scene, but we will see a 3D reality that looks the exact opposite of what we're wanting. And so we get this sense of desperation, like, I've got to do something. I have to take action. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And when you get in that mode, that's really where doubts can creep in to your manifestation and sabotage it. And so you really just have to ignore 3D reality. This is the point where I always say you kind of have to get, what's the word? Not delirious, though. You have to get, delusional. That's the Sometimes you have to get delusional and realize that the 3D reality is what you manifested in the past. It has nothing to do with the now, and it has nothing to do with your manifestation unless you let those doubts creep in. I mean, it's just going to sabotage it and make it not come. And then you'll really be wondering, when is it going to come? I'm busy. Come back later. Come back later. You can check on the soup if you want. So you have to get delusional. You have to look past the distractions and keep your eye and your mindset and your emotions on what you know you've already manifested. If you've done the visualization and seen your manifestation come true to the point where you know it's coming, and anything that you desire is already done. The point of the part that can be difficult is the in-between, between you desiring it and then you actually receiving it, being in the receiving mode. So the point is to not get stuck in doubts and continue to just dismiss the 3D reality. If you're seeing your boyfriend and your girlfriend out there with someone else, just know in your heart, just focus more on how it feels to be in the relationship with that person. Focus on, how does he or she make you feel? What does it feel like? What kinds of things are you doing in the relationship that feel really good? Things that would draw emotion from you. Maybe you can envision that other person, they're cooking a meal for you, or you can imagine them proposing to you. You can imagine, say, spending an afternoon with them at the park, and how does it make you feel to be with them in their presence? How does it make you feel? It makes you feel safe and secure. Feel that safety and security in the relationship. Feel yourselves like, say, at a friend's party, and giving each other looks across the room, knowing that you are safe and secure in your relationship and how much that person loves you and how it feels to be loved by someone who fully supports you. How does that feel? And imagine it with that person, like see them from your point of view. You're looking at them across the room and there you feel that love from across the room. Or maybe you're at a restaurant having a date night. How does that feel? What does it feel like to know that you always have something to talk about, that you're interested in each other and invested in each other, and learning things outside the relationship that you can bring into the relationship and talk about? How does all that feel? And how does it feel for them to embrace you, to kiss you, and love on you? You probably feel the same thing back. And how does it feel to know that, you know, if you do have an argument, if anything comes up, that you can talk to each other, that you're being open with your feelings with each other? Those are the kind of things that you want to focus on, and you can have imaginal scenes about in order to align to that desired reality. And then you just, when you're outside, when you're not having, after you've had those imaginal scenes and you feel that feeling, how it feels to be in the relationship, then you have to just let it go. The point is to let it go, knowing that it's already done. It is already done. You felt the feelings. And anytime maybe a doubt might come up or something happens in 3D reality, just remember how you felt in that moment, in that visualization. Remember that. And then just let it go. Just know it's done. And just get delusional and say no to 3D reality. Nope, that's in the past. That's ridiculous. That's in the past. That's how it was. But now he's with me or she's with me.